A young 8-year-old boy finds D.B. Cooper money, about $3,000 or $4,000 in $20 bills. The playboy walks around with $4,000 or $5,000 in $20 bills. That's nothing impressive to me. Now, I walk around with real dollar bills, ones that aren't deteriorated, ones that you can spend in public on women, wine, and steaks. And how do I do this? By being the champion of the Northwest. Now, Piper, you know what? If you and I wrestled in a hair match, do you realize the winner can make a lot more money than I've got in my hand? Piper, there's a lot of money riding on it. I'm offering you a challenge. Let's have a hair match. I know if you had your head shaved, like you said, you put $1,000 bill on your head, you couldn't get a girl with $1,000 bill on your head. Piper, please, I have the guts. Do you have the guts? Let's have a hair match. Now the Giant is coming to town. What do you think?
You know something, buddy? If they bring the Giant in here, there's talk from Don Owens that he wants to put the Giant with you, Buddy Rose. He wants to put him in the ring with you alone. But listen here. No way are we going to let Buddy Rose in the ring with the Giant. If the Giant comes in here and wants to take on somebody, he's going to take on the whole army, baby. The whole army together. And listen to this one. Rick Martel, there's going to be a lot more injuries to a lot more wrestlers. The same thing that's happened to you is going to happen to them too. $500 fine? We don't care, baby. $500 fine doesn't mean nothing. It's worth it, you hear me? Even for $5,000 to see you carried off there in the stretcher like you were last week, Martel.
It was great. It was
beautiful. It was worth $5,000.
No more Martel. They say it's 2 weeks or so. As far as I'm concerned, it could be a month, 2 months. He'll probably won't come back. He's so scared. That's probably what happened.
You know something, buddy?
What happened to the Giant?
When the Giant realizes that he can't take on anyone else but the Army, I think he may turn around and go back.
$20 bills. They don't mean nothing. $20 bills. They don't mean nothing because we make money, brother.
That's the Army. And this is Country John for Friendly Chevrolet. He's on videotape because I think...
Buddy Rose, what the TV camera didn't see up there was you scrambling to grab all that money. I want you to see something, Buddy Rose. They didn't see you grab the money. I want you to know I don't care tonight whether I win or lose. All I want to do is hurt you. Money means nothing. I want you to watch something. What is that, Don Owen? That's American money.
Well, currency being thrown down around ringside. It's becoming profitable to come to wrestling. Not only entertaining.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls to a TV time limit. Introducing in this corner, 248 pounds, from Las Vegas, Playboy Buddy Rose. His opponent in this corner, 240 pounds from Nebraska, a son of one of the famous Dusek clan of 2 decades ago, Frank Dusek.
The heavyweight title on the line. Buddy Rose, that's the man that Andre the Giant wants to get into the ring. Don Leo Jonathan, a Mormon Giant, here tonight. We understand that he is letting the word out that he would like to get Rose in a ring. He said he'd like to get a shot at the title, but he'd pick Rose, title or no. Don Leo's going around quite frequently as somewhat of an enforcer we have talked about. Now Dusek has the belt, and he has put on the belt. Of course, it is not his. And he's challenging Rose to come take it away. A belt thrown at the feet of Buddy Rose. Buddy Rose outside the ring. The bell has rung. The action to get underway. Dusek goes after Rose. Rose turns him around, throws a roundhouse left and misses. Dusek does not miss the right. Now the whip on Rose. Oh! He nailed him with a flying elbow smash. Hits him with an elbow drop. One, and I thought he might have had Rose in trouble. Rose took two good shots. Now a kick to the midsection and another. Right hand uppercut. Right cross. So far, no sign of anybody down around ringside that shouldn't be there. Of course, they're always a little concerned about that when Rose is in the ring. Whip. Rose catapults off the ropes and catches an extended foot right to the point of the chin. Rose up. Gets a knee lift for his troubles. Sandy Barr, third man in the ring. Rose rolls out of there. He wants to get away for a while. Outside the ring, Buddy Rose. You saw Dusek there up on the ring ropes. That constitutes interference. That's an area where it would block the man from getting in the ring if he were attempting to. Dusek got him good that time. Rose hanging back, had his fingers around the steel ring post, and had him crushed. We're going to have kind of a special interview coming up here during this action, or after this, during the main event after this fall, is what I'm trying to say. Got my tongue caught behind my eye tooth and they couldn't see what I was saying. Oh, straight through between the top and second turnbuckle goes Buddy Rose, driving his shoulder into those rope loops. Suplex drop by Dusek on the Playboy from Las Vegas. Outside the ring on the boot of Frank Dusek goes the Playboy Buddy Rose. Rose's title is on the line. Rose, as he attempts to come through. Dusek over, blocks his path, which is interference. So the count starts over. You have 20 seconds which to get back in the ring when you've left it. For any reason at all. But if a man steps in there and comes near where you would be entering the ring, it constitutes interference, such as right there. Now Dusek out after him, and here both will be counted on. Uh-oh, Dusek with a folding chair. Now Rose, we've got to credit where credit's due. He was wise to get back into the ring. Oh, outside. Rose tried to pull Dusek in the ring from the apron. Dusek now with an elbow drop. Dusek said in an interview that he was not going to change his style of wrestling. I'm just going to wrestle different guys, and I'll tell you, he doesn't seem to have changed that style. He has really pulled out all the stops. Buddy Rose outside, begging for a little more time, and Dusek, man who matriculated at the Citadel and Annapolis-like school for the Navy down south. It's the Annapolis of the South. Was a officer in the U.S. Navy. Losing a little cool occasionally. I don't think it's cost him his match, but because he has not had Rose hurt that much outside the ring. But he's given Rose that much more time to stay out there and recoup from some of the knocks that he's taken. And Rose has Sandy Barr nailed in the corner, now grabs him. Sandy ducks, and Rose caught it in the nose. Another one. A kick. That one drops Rose to the mat. Gets up and sit out backbreaker coming up. No, suplex drop. Lifted him and dropped him back. Count of 2, and Dusek did not take the pin. He says, let's give him some more. Playboy Buddy Rose. Flag thrown on the mat off the second turnbuckle. Mike Dusek missed. Let's check that. That's Frank Dusek. And he could have had the pin. A little bit of arrogance may cost him the title. Could. He had him for the first fall there and then wanted to punish him more. And now Dusek goes flying. Here comes Rose. This is when he's at his best, when he's got his man hurt. Dusek blocks the head slam to the apron and reverses it. Gives it to Rose. He's going to pile drive him on the concrete floor if he can get him up. No! He is lifted and flipped over. Rose flipped him over. And crashing to the ground is Frank Dusek to the cement floor. Rose gets back in long enough to stop the count on himself and gets out, and that also stops the count on Dusek. It starts anew. Rose went out to put him in the ring, thinking he has him softened up now that he can put him away. Knee drop, small to the back. That's where he landed when he was thrown over the backwards, the top of the shoulders and head of Buddy Rose. A Playboy with knee drops now. We've had about 3 of them. Small to the back. Dusek in trouble. First fall action for the title. Heavyweight Championship of the Pacific Northwest is on right now. Uh-oh, inside backbreaker on Dusek by Buddy Rose. Now Rose could pin him from that, I am sure, but he is going up on the top turnbuckle. Flying knee drop. 1, 2, and 3. The champion winning the first fall. Buddy Rose is the winner of the first fall.
At 14 seconds.
Winner of the first fall.
And I want to give you a rundown again on the towns where wrestling is coming up this week. While you take a quick look at that, I'll move forward a little bit. We'll just remind you of a couple of things, so if we can take a look at that. Makeup card at Tacoma tomorrow. The card starts was that Buddy Rose got a Dusek. Now, after what happened last Saturday, Sandy Barr took a lot of heat. And that is usually timing as far as coming out. There's so much time allotted and he comes out. Well, the sheepherder's got out before he did last week in that situation with Martel. Incidentally, on our board there, we had Tacoma down twice. There is a card there tomorrow. There is not one the following Saturday. That would be what, the 24th? Or the following Sunday. Boy, I get it confused when I'm trying to straighten it out. That's what really hurts. You folks in Tacoma, go to the Bicentennial Building tomorrow before 7 o'clock. Don't go a week from tomorrow. Well, you can go, but you won't see any wrestling. But you'll see a lot of it tomorrow. Well, Dusek took a lot of punishment in that first fall, and now fans are watching down, looking down on Dusek, and he took a lot of punishment here before the bell rung. He has not been counted out because Rose has interfered with him. But Dusek is going to have real trouble. You see the feeble swings. Rose lost his title to Martel a little over a week ago. Martel only held it for a couple of days, lost it back last Saturday. But Martel beat Rose in 2 straight falls, and Rose trying to do that to Dusek. Him down for a count of 2. The Dusek flail kicked out of it. But Dusek is in a lot of trouble. I don't see how he can get back. We also made mention, incidentally, I think, about that appearance of the Giant. We do want you to know that Tuesday, the 4th appearance here, won't be the first one in the Northwest for him. He will be appearing in Yakima on the 3rd. That's a Monday. The headlock, front headlock on Dusek, down on the mat. Referee Sandy Barr down there to check, make sure there's no choking. Also to see if Dusek wants to submit. Dusek fighting to get up against the hold. He makes his way to his feet. And drives a right hand into the midsection, and he's got a little something back. A minute or so ago, he was swinging feebly. That time he stuck it. A couple of right hands in there with some power, but not enough. And Buddy Rose has taken him back down to the mat. Rose winning the first fall. Did it actually with the Billy Robinson inside out backbreaker. But then to add to the punishment, he came off the top rope with a flying knee drop and then pinned him. This is for the title, remember. Heavyweight Championship of the Pacific Northwest. A knee lift to the midsection, or maybe a little lower. Anyway, it backs Rose off. Rose coming back. Foot stomp, knee drop. Dusek taking a lot of punishment. Count of 2, almost 3 by Rose. Now the headlock from behind. We want Frank. That's what the crowd is chanting out now. Headlock. Rose working it. Twisting the head. He's got that chin lock. Some of the crowd looking on from back in the shadows. And Dusek is rising up to his feet against it. Gets a thumb in the eye of Rose. Backs Rose off, but he's still lying on the mat. Rose back at him. Turnbuckle treatment. Turns Dusek around, and he is literally hanging on the ropes. Throws feeble roundhouse out of the corner. Dusek in a heap of trouble. He had a lot of hurt put on him. Dusek whips. Caught in the air, shoulder thrown. And he gets up high, lands hard. Knee drop by Rose. Covers him, one, two. Cannot put him away. Dusek refuses to be put away. We've had about 2 or 3 2.9-second counts, I swear. And Dusek just beats the 3-second count. Now being checked if he can defend himself. Hand held up. That time he holds it twice, it dropped. Dusek and in the crowd, I believe, kind of hopeless. Now they start to come alive as he is turning Rose backwards. The chin lock. Throws an elbow drop at him and missed it. Rose just out of the way. Things not going right for Dusek this fall. He had it going for a while there in the first fall. But Rose eventually got him, pinned him. Body slam. Rose coming off the ropes and gets caught on the knees of Dusek. He was going to try to nail him with a flying body press. Dusek got his knees up. And Rose landed square on the point of the knees. Dusek up. Comes back with a shot to the midsection. He's just trying to buy a little time now. And he gets one right on the old beam. He caught the point of the chin. Dusek very groggy as he faces into the camera there. Now set for the whip. No, it's reversed. Rose, and Dusek misses again. Dusek has tried 2 or 3 times here in the last minute. He gets a little flurry going, trying to put the defending champion away. Go behind. Flying tackle. Uh-oh, he caught him with a clothesline. And he's got the Cobra on him. He's got the Cobra. Frank Dusek in a Cobra hold. He's working the Cobra, trying to put him away. Gets him off of the ropes, out in the middle of the ring, and takes him to the mat. Frank Dusek working the Cobra. He can put him to sleep with it. He can get a submission out of it. Rose looks to be put away. Arm up once. Drops, twice drops, 3 times, and it drops. We're all even. We are all even at a fall apiece, and Dusek doesn't want to let go of the hold. Referee Sandy Barr. And he has put him to sleep. He's used the Cobra hold.
At 9 minutes and 9 seconds. Winner of the second fall, Frank Dusek.
Well, our main event is all even. 1 fall apiece. We'll be back in just a moment. Tom's going to be talking to you after we get some other messages. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
100 of them a moment ago. Enough that we couldn't roll tape. Our cameras couldn't get working there, Roddy, but they're your friends. Somebody left a note while they were up here.
See, there's Buddy Rose talking about his hair, talking about how pretty his hair is. It's such nice, pretty blonde hair. Dyeing those roots black like that is such a shame, Buddy Rose. He thinks he's so doggone smart, you know. I have a friend, I told you, Rick Martel, these sheep herders, Buddy Rose coming in and hurting people. You know, I'm not a bully, man. And when Buddy Rose came up here one time, and there's still marks in the thing here where he burnt my kilt, and then he broke my bagpipes, and I fought, and I fought, and I fought, and finally I thought I got it done. You know, I mean, why carry it on anymore? I mean, it's finished. And then my partner. You know, when you get a partner like Rick Martel, when you're in there and Rick Martel is saving you when they're beating on you, you kind of get a warmth for a guy like that, Jack. You kind of get a love for a guy like that. And I'm not talking about no swish. I don't swing on no vines, brother. But I'm telling you one thing. Rick Martel is a good friend of mine, and now he's up. Now he's laid up. Yeah, I'm sick of it. Now he's laid up there. Well, Rick Martel, I'm sending you vitamins, nutriments by the bale in the mail, Rick Martel. And Rick Martel's going to be back here. And Buddy Rose, you're asking for a hair match. You're asking for a hair match, Buddy Rose, and I know why you're asking for a hair match. Because you're humiliated, Buddy Rose, because I have beat you in the middle of the ring, Buddy Rose, and you want me to give you a hair match. Well, see, somebody says no. You see, to be a pro, the first rule in being a pro is don't be a fool. Buddy Rose, you ain't getting no hair match from me, Buddy Rose. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm sure you agree. Let me tell you something. Buddy Rose. Don't you push it no more, Buddy Rose. I'm not going to give you a hair match, but I'm not one to back down, Buddy Rose. So you listen to me, brother. Don't you push it no more, Buddy Rose.
That's right.
Oh, Dusek is looking wild. A playboy coming back. Dusek is really riled. A little gimpy on one leg. He got the Cobra on him, on that man right there. And the champion checking the time. Incidentally, speaking of time, we have all the time in the world left up until the end of the show. No more timeouts. You'll not be taking any breaks, so stay right with us. Bell is rung. Dusek coming around the referee, Sandy Barr. Wrestling at Salem this week. That is Stasiak and Savage going against sheep herders. I want to see that one myself. So I'll be down there. I hope to meet a lot of you. Down at the state's capital. Throws in and quickly runs for a corner. Dusek catches him. Unloads one right hand, then another. And suplex drop. He wrapped him up. The only thing is that Frank was as hurt as much by it as was Rose. Rose now takes him up in the air. Off balance. Covered with a body press. 1, 2, and no. Oh. It was close. Whip. Dusek caught, but comes over the top. And almost had that victory roll. Rolls him up in an inside cradle. Takes him over, and this could be it. 2 and no. And goes after him with a grapevine. Dusek has Buddy Rose in a grapevine. Rose refusing to submit. He was throwing judo chops into the rib cage, the abdominal stretch of the grapevine, and handful of hair in the right motion with the body. Kind of a whipping motion with the hips got Dusek flying over the top. Thrown off the hold. They trade punches. Now the whip. Rose comes off but catches Dusek with his head down. The kick. Now going after Dusek. He was trying to give him the Billy Robinson backbreaker, but the feet of Dusek hit bar and knocked him down. Now going up on the top turnbuckle. Piper out of the dressing room, shoves Rose forward. Piper, and now Piper ducks down. Bass coming up behind Piper. Bass came up behind Piper. That Cobra hold is on. Dusek with the Cobra hold. Bass pulling Rose out of the ring. He's being counted on. Now it, Bass.
Stop on count. I want this man fined. I want him fined $500 right here. You had no business out here, Papa.
The count is going on Rose. $19 and $20. Dusek will win the championship. Dusek will win the championship. Now we will have to get a ruling. Sandy Barr isn't sure what happened, but he knows when he turned around.
In 3 minutes and 38 seconds.
Dusek wins the title.
Piper interfered. Piper interfered. There should have been a disqualification. Piper interfered. I win the match.
Hey, Frank Bonilla. Last week, the sheep herders were fined $500 for interfering in a match. I demand right now that this man right here is fined $500 and suspended also. This man had no reason being out there in the match. But what happens, like I've been telling you all along, Frank Bonilla, anything these geeks want to do, they get by with it. He even got a match awarded to him. He didn't get fined. He gets a match awarded to him. What is happening around here? It's not right, boy. All right. You want to fine me $500, then that's just fine. But for $500, brother, next Saturday they ought to throw the 4 of us in, and we ought to get $500 worth. And I'll pay it. Let's just make it, or don't you have any guts at all, man? I'll tell you how much gut I got, Pepper. You put the name on the line, boy, and we'll be out here, and we're going to teach you pretty boys. We're going to teach you something, Pepper. I've got a vendetta. I've seen people get things that they wanted. I've seen favorites around here, but it's not going to happen anymore, Pepper. I'm going to see to it that you get hurt. And Frank Dusek, son, you done stuck your nose into something you shouldn't have got into either, brother. I can tell you right now, once you get the big bass man standard up, you're going to have some dues to pay. Both you and Pepper. Okay, I'll tell you something then, man. Next Saturday, we'll just make it, and it'll be a matter of mind over matter. We don't mind, and you don't matter. Yeah.
Piper interfered in the match.
He wins the match.
I was just going to come down for the coup de grace, and Piper runs in, puts his head in my gluteus maximus and gives me a shove. Bass just came out to see that there was justice. You never saw Bass first, you saw Piper. This is the way it always is.
If it would have been me first, what would have happened? Would have been fine?
That's right.
Would have lost the match? Would have been suspended?
Right.
What happens now?
Right. They always do this. It's Piper or Savage or Stasiak or somebody always running in. We never run in first. So, you two against us two next week, Fight for Dusek against you and I.
Okay.
Nobody's going to run in then, brother. And then there'll be no excuses. I'll take Dusek and you take Piper, brother.
Okay. I can tell you what, Buddy Rose. I've sat back and I've watched things happen, and I ain't like none of it. I mean, I ain't liked it from the start. Now, we see these little goodies get by with actually anything that they want to do. Well, I'll tell you what. Next Saturday night, yes, we'll give you the match. But I'm going to tell you something. It's not going to be something of beauty like you want. It's not going to be something. What was there saying? We don't matter or something like that?
They don't mind, we don't matter.
Yeah. Well, I can tell you something, Roddy Piper. Frank Dusek, you'll think we don't matter when we get done with you next week.
Piper, you stuck your nose in. You did it first. Now we finish it like we did Martel.
Well, the final decision